Hi, Patrick Chan here, and welcome to today's training. And today's training is where I want to focus on sharing with you about membership, right? How to launch a membership. I mean, why would someone actually pay you money for your membership and so on? But before we get into that, right, I want to talk about the obvious part. Why a membership, right? Now, I'm just taking my marker here. Anyway, this is a video that's recorded through my little iPhone there with just a simple whiteboard with a marker, so nothing fancy and so on. And I'm not like dressed up for a meeting or presentation and so on. So I'm just gonna go with the flow and to share with you on today's marketing insight. Okay, so going back to here is that for the obvious reason is that let's say you want to make 10K per month. This is obvious, guys. I mean, what I'm about to tell you, you are already know about this. I'm just like reminding you, okay? Because this is just plain logic. So if I want to make $10,000 a month, I'm looking at selling a product that charge $47 a month. So if I have a member that pays me $47 a month, 47 to reach 10,000, I will probably need just about roughly about 200 members, right? So 200 times 50, yeah, 200 times 50, I'll have about 10,000 US dollar. Now, so that is the game plan. So the game plan is that the first step is to get 200 sales, to get 200 members. And when you get 200 members, you are making 10,000 per month. Then of course there will be, what's it called? The churning rate where there will be members who cancel and so on. But if you understand how does the business model actually works, although you will have people who cancel, but with the right strategy where you build your business with a membership built in, built-in as in like built into your funnels and so on, then even though you have people who cancel, you also have new members who join. So if you look at it from that perspective, it kind of adds up. So even though if you don't have like 200, you end up with having say 180. So you're still making about 10K a month. Of course, you may make less from time to time. But at the same time, if you were to launch say a big marketing campaign for your membership, say once a quarter, right? So from 200 members, if you just double the size, let's say each time you launch you have 200 members, 200 members times 2, as in like the next quarter you have like 400 members, and then 400 you have, so you get where I'm coming from. So I know if you're watching this and you might be saying, but there will be people who cancel and so on. I'm just trying to let you understand there will be new members who comes in, and I'm still trying to let you understand that even though you may have like members who cancel, that you may not have 200 members, right? But if you were to just focus on like 10K, like for 200 members, you have new marketing campaigns that comes in, and from that new marketing campaigns, it will actually adds up to your 200 members. Makes sense? All right, I just want you to understand that part, right? So in order for you to get started with, say, a membership business, it's very important that you need to know your numbers. So for my campaign right now, and of course, if you're new watching this video right now, this is a video as part of the entire series of the. Wait, there's no name for this whole program yet. Well, I just call it Patrick Chan Live, and it's in conjunction with PayPal deciding to like suspend my account. All of my PayPal accounts got frozen, and I'm doing this marketing class to share how to build the whole business empire from scratch within the next 180 days. All right, and I'm just taking it as a challenge, and at the same time I just want to impart my experience, my knowledge, and of course to contribute back to my followers, subscribers, and also customers, right? The reason why sometimes I got tongue twisted, I couldn't remember what to say, is because I did not prepare anything. There is no script here. If you look, there's like 4 walls. There's no script. So just gonna go by the flow. All right. So going back to here. So the first step is knowing your numbers, right? Knowing numbers means that how much money you want to make per month. So in this case, it's 10K. So from there, then you look at how much you can charge, right? I'm choosing $47 because that's my price point. I mean, I may go down to like $37 per month, if the $47 couldn't stand at that price point. So if I go at $37 per month, which means now I gotta have more members, you know. At 200, I wouldn't be getting 10K. But if you don't have this number, like how much money you want to make, then it's kind of hard for you to work everything, because then your costing, how much traffic you have, how many leads you should have, you don't have a number, and you just don't know how to proceed from there, right? So to launch your membership, the first thought is that why would someone wants to give you money every single month, right? So I break it down to three components that you can use, and these are the components that it's not heavy duty, right? Heavy duty will be like, you know, you're doing coaching, you're doing like going on the phone with them and so on. We're not doing any of those. This is like lightweight components, right? So there are only three reasons why people will pay you per month. The first one is that you have what we call a library. Means that they join and then they get access to like gazillion of stuff. I mean, it doesn't have to be gazillion of stuff depending of your industry, right? Like for instance, with my industry in say internet marketing training or personal development training and so on, so which means that they're gonna have a lot of tools, a lot of tutorials, a lot of courses, a lot of training and so on, where it's like paying for the $7 but get access to like 10 courses instead of one course, right? So that is basically the concept of library. But if you understand like a library at a grand scale, it's like for a mainstream business, like for instance Amazon, right? So let's say you pay a fee, then you get access to their Kindle ebooks, like hundreds of Kindle ebooks or something like that. What's that coming up? iTunes, yeah, iTunes. So you pay a fee and then you get access to their music. Like, you know, there are thousands of music, I mean millions of music songs. So there's like a library that they get access to. So are you able to have a library for them? Right, and you have to understand that this library is something that they will not finish consume in a single month. Okay, so that's the first one. The second model, it's called, I call it, right, product of the month. It doesn't have to be product, it could be anything, but every single month they will get something new. Like for instance, a new course, a new ebook. This is the most so-called typical membership that's running today. That every single month, because they pay a fee, because they are existing member, they'll get something new. So the most common one would be, like I said, an ebook, a tool, a course, and so on, right? So for this model, you got to come up with something new every single month. So just try to think, what can you give new in a sense in your niche or in what you are teaching, okay? And the third one is, it could be a software, it could be a service, any of its kind, where they pay a monthly fee to continue use that tool or use that service. Now this is the most common one for software tools. Like for instance, like Infusionsoft, right? Like Aweber, which is an autoresponder, like a shopping cart and so on. Software, it's ideal for this. Now, look at these three models. Which one would you choose? Which one would be the easiest, and which one would be the best, right? Now, let me just break it down. If you're thinking of launching a membership, the library model will probably give you the highest conversion. As in like you say, hey, you know what, it's going to be $9 a month, and if you join right now, you get like access to all of this, right? So it's like, in my case, my model is $47 a month. If you join right now, you get access to all of this. So this will give you the highest conversion, but it doesn't mean that it gives you the highest retention. Retention means that they don't cancel like before 30 days is up. And product of the month, if the products of the month is good, then you can increase the retention in that sense, because they're looking forward to see what's next, right? If you can serve them well, like this month they get something really good, then they will be looking forward for what do you have the next following month. So there are a lot of strategies and tactics that you can use to improve the so-called retention rate, and there will probably be a different marketing lesson, but today's marketing lesson is just 3 of these, okay? And the final one, the software service. Now this is very good for retention if you are able to get them to use the product, because once they start using it, they are it's just too complicated for them to stop using that. Let me give you an example, right? Shopify. So I have a Shopify store, and I think I still continue to use Shopify, even though I have to pay them every single month. Now my point is this: I may have the resource to create my own e-commerce store, right? And I can do all those kind of cool features and so on. But for me to like migrate all of my e-com products, set up everything all over again on the new store, I'll probably say, you know what, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next month, I'll do it when I am free, right? So the whole thing is that because I've started with Shopify, and hey, you know, if it's making money for me and it cost me X amount of dollars from Shopify, I will say that, you know what, it's okay, it's just part of the operation cost. So the so-called trick here is that if you were to go with this model as software or service, the keyword here is that they have to be hooked in using it, right? So the whole strategy is that you got to make sure that they use your product and they start getting results, because if they don't get results, then of course they're not going to continue. But what is the problem with this model? Well, you gotta have something so brilliant that it's worth paying. What do I mean by it's worth paying? Of course it's worth paying, that's why they got started with you. But when I say it's worth paying, it's because if your products sell well, you're gonna get a lot of knockoff. So the knockoff will come in, and they may not even charge recurring billing anymore. They may say, hey, you can pay a one-time fee and you have all of this. Now, so if you have a customer and the customer say, you know what, hey, you know, I'm paying monthly, or should I pay a one-time fee? Right? Guess what they will choose? They will rather pay a one-time fee. So unless your product is really that good, then people cannot knock you off. People, or should I say competitors, could not knock you off, then it's a good model, right? And if they can knock you off, what is your differentiation? What is your additional value that your competitors are not having, right? So you have to think about all of those, all right? So now going back to how I'm going to launch this membership to generate the additional 10K per month for a start right now, because I'm going to look at making the first 10K from this first, and then we're just going to launch several products, offers, and so on. That's how you build a business empire, right? So you have multiple streams of income. So now going back to here, which model would I choose? Now here's the trick, right? It's not about which model you can choose. How about doing a combination of those? So when I launch my $47 membership, right, it's not going to be just a library, it's not going to be product of the month, it's not going to be just a software. I'm going to put all together so that with the library, it gives me the highest conversion. With a good product of the month, hopefully it will make them looking forward to the next month's product, right? And they feel that they're getting new stuff, they're getting value for money in that sense. And can I give them some kind of tools or service so that they get attached to it, and they feel that, hey, you know what, I'll just continue with the membership because I'm using the tool, I'm using the software, and it's just too much hassle for me to like change to like another platform. All right, so that's that, and I hope you learn some stuff, or not. I wouldn't know about that, right? And if you do, could you please go ahead and like, so that I know that you like this. And with that will let me know to do more marketing insights and marketing lessons for Patrick Chuan Live. and let's do that for the next 180 days. So there should be at least 180 videos at the end of that. And of course, feel free to share the video if you feel that there are other people who can benefit from this knowledge for their marketing and their business. With that said, this is Prakrit Chan here, going off. I will see you when I see you then.